Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Yay. Thank you, dog. It's Friday. Yay.
Happy TDIF, everyone.
Oh, my gosh. Can you tell we're in the holiday spirit? We've got our We Heart Hound shirts on today, so feel free to grab those if you can. Sprinkle the love. We've got a delicious, yummy recipe for today. I'm super excited. And I know my little lump Ginger is too.
So if y'all are new around here, I am Hillary Buchholz, and I'm here with the amazing and wonderful and talented Patty Quinn.
Go on. Thanks, Hillary.
And we're the co-founders of We Heart. We're the co-founders of We Heart Hounds, and we like to get together every Friday and do something in honor of our love of pups. Yep. And because the holidays are here, and it wouldn't be the holidays if the pups weren't involved too. We are making some homemade Christmas Wreath Dog Treats. Yeah. So they're really simple, and they are doggy approved. So both of our pups have gone crazy for this particular recipe.
Yeah. There are two recipes. We've done a bunch of recipes, but the two all-time favorite, there's probably a top 5, but the two all-time favorite is this one and the Thanksgiving one that we do. And oh my gosh, I love the twist we're doing on this one, because we've done this one before, and Hillary came up with a genius idea for this dog treat, and I'm super excited to give it a try. I haven't made these yet, so this will be fun.
Yeah, they're super easy. So you're going to need some frozen spinach, and then just thaw it out and kind of wring out because there's a lot of moisture in it. So just wring out the extra moisture. So a half a cup of frozen spinach, and 2 ounces of cream cheese, softened. If it doesn't, we're going to be putting it through a food processor or a blender or something. So it doesn't have to be super, super soft like it would if you were just hand mixing it, but softer is good. And we also will have the a link. We don't have it up just yet, but we'll have a link to all of the step-by-step instructions for this recipe on our site. So if you just check back in a little bit, we'll have that all up there for you too. So 2 ounces of cream cheese, half a cup of frozen spinach, thawed, and then 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And you could substitute coconut oil for a different type of oil if you needed to.
All right. And Ginger's here with me. Shake. She might not be too happy when the blender goes, but she really, really wanted to be with me today. So we're going to give it a try. She loves it when we cook, when we bake.
And then a 1/4 cup of water.
Okay.
And I'm just going to pop this. My food processor is back here, so I'm going to pop this over here.
Okay. And I apologize for being a little loud. It's awful pretty.
Hey, girl. Did well. You did well.
And you want it to just kind of combine together. So you're still seeing bits of that spinach. It's not completely like uniform or anything like that. You're not trying to get it liquefied. You're just trying to get it combined and having that spinach and cream cheese kind of combined throughout.
Speckle. Yeah, that little speckle is really pretty. Yep. That's what makes it pretty.
I forgot to get myself a bowl here.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to transfer this into a mixing bowl so that you can combine in your flour.
we want to put
one egg.
Yeah, the egg in. My finger. She can lick my finger.
So we've got our mixture in here, and then one egg.
This looks really Christmassy too, which I love.
Yep. And the pups love the cream cheese. I think is the thing that mine are going crazy for.
Oh yeah, yeah. And these are actually not bad tasting for people too.
Yep.
Pretty good.
They're more of a savory type of treat. So when you think of Christmassy treats, you might think of sweet treats. This one's a little bit more on the savory side. So there we have our egg mixed in. And then last but not least, you're going to do 1.5 cups is kind of what worked for me. This is going to vary a little bit, but you're going to add in your flour, and 1.5 cups is probably about where you'll be. You might need a little more depending on like how wet your spinach is, all of those, how big your egg is, all those sorts of things.
Right.
So 1.5 cups of flour just kind of combined in. I usually, since I've done this recipe a few times, I pretty much know. So I go about 1/2 cup at a time.
Yeah.
To combine it in. And you can substitute a different type of flour if you know like what kind of flour works best for your pups. So this recipe is super easy to make adjustments to if you need to.
Yeah, Ginger loves it as is. And this time we're going to add a little extra something special at the end, which I think is going to be fun. Nice little twist on it. All right, there's my 1 cup.
And I end up usually having to use my fingers to get it combined in, that final bit combined in. But we're going to be using our fingers later anyway, so
Yep.
prepare to get some dirty fingers.
It's the only way you have fun in the kitchen is when you get messy.
And this one is the perfect one for having the kids help out with, because our little wreath shapes are going to be fun to make, and it'd be perfect for them to help with.
Yeah. All right, just add another bit of flour. Mine seemed to be a little wet still. I only added 1 cup. I love the consistency of this dough though too. It's really seemed to be easy to work with.
Yeah, it is. And the last time we made this recipe, we actually rolled it out and cut it. So it can stand to have a little bit more flour added to it, especially if you're going to roll it out and use cookie cutters or whatever. So it's a pretty forgiving batter dough.
Mm-hmm. All right, mine's still a little sticky.
I'm gonna get in here with my fingers.
Does it stay sticky, or does it get to a point where it's not quite so sticky to roll it out?
So it stays pretty sticky. Like if you,
just want to know how much flour to add.
Yeah, I would definitely say you're probably going to need that full 1.5 cups, but you might need a little extra too.
Okay. I haven't put in the full 1.5 cups yet, but get in there. And you might end up with flour everywhere. I just got a splash of flour.
That's what I said before we jumped on. I was like, let's see how much flour I can get on for this recipe.
This is great, though.
So. And I'm just kind of working it in because it's still a little sticky in the middle.
Yeah.
Just trying to get the flour worked through.
This is fun. I love baking at Christmas time. There's just something special about it, you know?
Yep.
And to be able to do that for our pups, that just makes it even extra.
Even more fun. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So here's how our dough is coming together. I got a few little scraps. I'm trying to continue to work in there, but
I'm gonna just set mine up.
and you could, if you have time, you can pop this, especially if you're going to roll these out. I would recommend popping it in the fridge for a couple hours before you try to roll it, because it is a little bit stickier. Then that makes it a little bit easier to roll.
Okay.
But since we're going to be hand creating our little wreaths, we can do it straight from here. One of the other tips is if you're having a lot of trouble with it sticking, obviously you can add more flour, but when we roll our little wreaths out by hand, you could put a little bit of olive oil on your hands. That'll help for the dough to not stick on them, or coconut oil or whatever oil. Okay. So there's the dough, and you can see all those pretty speckles.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's really pretty.
And then
it's a really soft dough, too.
Yep. Yeah. I'll rinse my fingers real quick. I have a little Lulu down by my feet. She doesn't want to miss out.
No, certainly not this recipe.
So then all we're going to do is start hand rolling kind of into snakes, like when you were a little kid, just hand rolling a little, probably about 5 inches. You can go bigger, you can go smaller. Just try to make them all consistent.
Okay.
So just grab a bit of your dough. So here's a little palmful. Right. And then you just start rolling it out like a snake.
Oh my gosh, this is fun. I haven't done this in forever.
And this is the part I think the kids would love if they can, to get involved in creating these.
For sure.
And then you just pinch those 2 corners together and make a little wreath shape or donut shape. So there you can see my little wreath. And the key is just trying to keep them, they're not going to be all perfectly consistent, but just trying to keep them as consistent as possible.
Right, right.
And then last but not least, we have some dried cranberries that we're just going to, so the full cranberry for me is a little bit too big for how I'm making the wreath. So you can just kind of use your fingers and pull them apart into little pieces and just make your 3 little berries that we're going to be popping onto the wreath.
Okay. And I just cut mine up into a bunch of tiny little pieces ahead of time.
Yeah, Lulu, I know. She's like, are you done yet? Do we get to taste test yet? So here's our little.
Oh, that's so cute.
Berries.
That is so cute.
So you just work through the batter, make as many wreaths as the batter will make, and then bake it at 350. So I would go 15 to 20 minutes. They don't change color on the top, so don't wait for them to brown, but they will change color on the bottom. So what you want is you just don't want those bottoms to get too dark. and they don't spread or anything like that. They pretty much stay about where they're at right now. So when I did mine, I did a batch of these. I took 18 minutes to go through. But if you make your wreaths bigger, if you have big pups and you're making your wreaths bigger, you might need a little bit more time. But if you're making them smaller, you might be more on the 15-minute side. So I would check them at 15. Or if you're making them really small, you might want to check them at 12. But so about 15 to 20 minutes to bake.
Okay.
For these ones.
Here's my attempt at this. Right there.
Oh, cute.
Try to make them tiny for Ginger, but
it's pretty tough when you're trying to roll those little ropes.
Yeah, that makes it a little tough.
So I do have some finished ones.
Oh, so pretty. Oh my gosh, those are adorable.
So we have
Oh,
a little.
those are so sweet. Yeah.
And they're definitely, even this kind of smaller size is still breakable size, I would say.
Yeah.
So, you know, but I think the pups are pretty intrigued by them. Here, Luke.
Yeah. Hi, Lulu. Oh, oh, what a cutie pie. Oh. You get a reward when you help Mom in the kitchen.
Who's a good girl? Who's
Yeah. She's like, you ought to know by now, Mom, it's me. Baskin. I'm going to keep telling you the same answer.
So yeah, if you, like I said, we'll have these step-by-step instructions for these in this post shortly. And if you end up making them, we would love to see how they turn out. So please share a picture with us. And if you know somebody that you think would enjoy making these, if you can share this post, it really does help us out a ton if you do that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one.
Yeah, I just want to pop Ginger in. She was a little scared of the blender, but I think she's okay now. And just to say Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy Holidays. We won't be going live until the new year, I guess, maybe. Yep. So anyway, we just want to wish you all just the best holiday season, and just know how much each and every one of you means so much. You mean the world to us, and we wouldn't be here without you. So thank you again. Hope this inspired you to make a wonderful, yummy, delicious holiday treat for your pups. And we really wish you the very best this season.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.